The African Center for Women Information and Communication Technology, in partnership with Microsoft, has launched a new digital platform that seeks to provide digital skills for underserved and excluded women and youth from urban informal settlements and rural Kenya. The center, which was founded in 2001, has been at the forefront in ensuring women and youth have access to knowledge of ICTs as tools for sustainable development.
We wanted young women aged 18 and 34. They needed to either have lost a job during COVID or were unemployed before or were underemployed. And having sent out that, the number of applications we received was overwhelming. We're looking for a total of 2,000 in the end, but we have received more than 6,000. So we did train them, and in the end, we had a big number trained, about 1,832 out of, as I speak, by the time we are completing the project earlier this year, around 60% were working. This was just a small representation of those that got trained.
Through the partnership with Microsoft, the African Center for Women Information and Communication Technology also seeks to accelerate ICT skills for 300,000 youth in the next 3 years to ensure an inclusive economic recovery post-COVID-19.
We used to have training sessions of more than close to 700 people per session. So the conversation then began on how can we scale this, and that's how the skills for employment, the Acquit Skills for Employability platform journey began. And the Microsoft Technology for Social Impact team, again for Africa, now connected us to another partner called Whitfly that is based in the US and that works to support non-profits in the development of technology solutions. So we started, and for the last close to 6 to 7 months, we have worked dedicatedly on that project.
At Microsoft, we do believe that technology is a really powerful force for good and for empowering people and organizations. Our mission is enabling every organization and people on the planet to achieve more. And we see it in our everyday work how technology is actually changing lives. Whether it's data and AI information that goes into help us approach diseases like malaria and take care of outbreaks, skilling for employability that's related to what Acquit is doing on this side, and other humanitarian organizations, because we work broadly across the continent with other humanitarian organizations to deliver literacy to displaced people, refugees. So it's a real pleasure to see how you're starting to leverage technology to really continue to impact the people on this side.
The Principal Secretary, Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth, Jerome Ochieng, acknowledged the center for using technology to address some of the problems faced in the country. He challenged other businesses to adopt and stick to new technology for smooth running of their operations.
There is no doubt that to stay competitive in this new business and economic environment, organizations need to adopt new strategies and practices with technology at the forefront. The role of technology has been brought into greater focus during the pandemic, and I am pleased to learn that the African Center for Women Information and Communication Technology has adopted technology too as a primary strategy to pursue its mandate and objective. Some of these changes may be temporary, while many others may be fundamental and long-term. A recent study by McKinsey showed that the responses to the pandemic have accelerated the adoption of digital technology by several years.
The new program will also provide learners with an auto-generated certificate that will rapidly increase skill validation and expedite their transition to the job and entrepreneurial space.
We have digital skills for farmers, for healthcare workers. We have digital skills, of course, for employment, which are also on there. And we're very excited to be here with you on the launch of this platform, because for us it gives us a lot of hope and a lot of confidence for the future. Issues of access.
For Chams Media, my name is Michael Zimanje.